Well, good afternoon. This is Jim Clipp. Today I am doing an open house at 10725 Santa Fe Road in Reno, Nevada, 89508. This is a nice little house that was built in 1989. It is 1,378 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, only one usable at this point. And this is really a nice house. Got a great deck here, lots of room for sitting or barbecuing. I'm just going to take a quick look. I'm going to do a walk around the outside later, but look at that view. Isn't that amazing? You know, we're looking east right here. Come over here, we look south. That's Peavine Mountain right there. And if we come over here to the front of the deck, we can look west. Okay, got a couple of raised planter beds here. And as we walk into this will be the family room. We have a pellet stove right there. Nice big pellet stove. I'd be willing to bet that that heats this house up very well. Got a couple of nice windows here looking out front, giving you a great view. That looking south right there, once again, that is Peavine Mountain. Got some hardwood floors going on here into some tile. I think that's linoleum tile, not real tile. Not sure about that, honestly. Got some nice countertops here. In this kitchen, some great appliances, nice refrigerator, gas stove, dishwasher, a nice big sink, and we got a nice window behind the sink here looking north. A little shed out there, I'll show that to you later. Lots of cabinets here for storage. That's the door to the garage. We'll go out there in just a moment, but I want to show you the house first. Over here, they've made a pantry, what used to be the laundry room. They've actually moved the laundry room out into the garage, which I gotta talk to you about that when we get out there. But you'll see there's a great opportunity here. This is just the mechanical room where it's got the furnace and the hot water heater. And then we come around here. I don't know, I guess if this is the family room, this is the living room, I suppose, with the ceiling fan there. Got a swamp cooler going. That is the only air conditioning in this house. It does have forced heat. Has forced heat, has that pellet stove, but this little swamp cooler here is actually doing a pretty darn good job. I've been here for a couple hours now. And then coming back to the hallway where the bedrooms are. Moving along here. Here's the first bedroom on our left. See some carpet, looks like it's in okay shape. Once again, a great view. I'm going to talk to you about this in a minute, but that house that you see right there is actually a second house on this property. It is currently occupied by a tenant. That tenant would prefer to stay, but if you decide that you want this property, which is actually on 3.64 acres, that comes with these two houses, and you wanted to use that house, she is on a month-to-month lease, and we could certainly give her notice to vacate if you needed both properties. Back to this room here, got a nice little closet over there, some ample storage. Walking down the hall here, on the right is where the main bath is, or the guest bath. So it looks like we got tile floor in here, decent cabinet, nice mirror, good light fixtures, and see if I can give you a view of the bathtub. Actually like that tile backsplash for the for the tub there. Pretty nice. And we'll head back out down the hallway here to the next bedroom. Once again, kind of small, but adequate. So you could either use this for, you know, if you need it for a second bedroom, or use it for an office. Once again, with a little closet here to hang all of your clothes. And then here is just a linen closet. Some storage there for your linens. And moving back, this is the master. It's a good sized master. Carpet's actually in pretty good shape. And looking out these windows here into a portion of the backyard. Once again, you can see a fence out there, but that is not the boundary of the property. That's kind of like an inner backyard, if you want to call it. It does have some weeds out there that need to be cleared up. You can see these trumpet vines over here. Those attract a lot of the tiny birds. A couple of sheds over there. Once again, I'll show that to you here in a moment. Here is the master closet. It's got a little safe that goes with the property, and we can get you a code for that. And lots of storage here in the master closet, even a heater in the master closet. I just realized a register. Then we'll come around here to the master bath. It's got a nice little sink right here. Walls look to be in pretty good shape, and it's got this nice tiled shower. All in all, pretty nice house. Now I'm going to walk you back through the house, and as we walk, I'm going to tell you some thoughts that people have had. It's got this little 2-car garage, which only one bay is usable right now. But it has been mentioned that it might be best use to turn that garage into a 4th bedroom. Once again, this place is 1,378 square feet. The garage is 484 square feet. So if you turn that garage into a master bedroom with a bathroom, it'd actually have 1,862 square feet. Now this property is on septic. It has a septic tank and it has a well. The septic tank is actually very large. It's 1,500 gallons. And that should be, once again, I don't work for the county, but I believe that should be adequate enough to turn this into a 4-bedroom. So let's go out here and take a look at what we're talking about. So here is the usable bay right here. As you can see, the other bay is a little short. I mean, it could be used for a quad or a motorcycle or something like that. What they've done is they've moved the laundry into this room right here. So you got your washer dryer, you got a freezer, and that is actually your well tank, because once again, you are on a well on this property. So once again, the thoughts were, of people who have bigger ideas than me, is to turn this laundry room into a master bath and just make this into your master bedroom. I just noticed that there's actually an attic right there too. Got a little storage here. All right, we're going to head back inside. And this is the end of part 1. And we're going to get ready to start part 2.